Okay, let's see what we got here. The old Manalik Path Hand. Suppose we have to keep, since we have 2 lands, 2 paths, 2 Manalik. Not exactly synergistic or really even powerful against much, but still have to keep it, I believe. I mean, 2 Manaliks on the play is pretty good. Okay. Land is a good draw. There's not too much that's a bad draw. And at birds we have to Manalik, because otherwise our Manaliks are going to be dead very soon. Okay, so it appears we're up against a company deck, Myra Company. Okay, Spectral Possession. Interesting. I think I'll go ahead and remand. And then can Manalik next turn. Actually gets Sacred Foundry here. Colonnade's good. And we don't have a wall, but the Restoration Angels should be fine anyways. Okay, our opponent's down to 4 cards, and I mean, our cards are amazing, so that's good. Okay, Nissa. So we're actually against a tokens deck. I guess since Spectral Possession is being played, that it's fairly obvious. But we'll just let that resolve. Player Restoration Angel. He looks as good. And our Restoration Angel is going to get the bash. Pathing now. Well, Remand doesn't do anything against Path, so have to let that happen. And I'll just get a mountain. Nissa ulting would be bad. If this Restoration Angel doesn't get dealt with, we're in a pretty good spot. Do we want to Helix or Path this bird? I think we might as well Path it. dismember. So I could let that happen and double helix the voice. Or I could remand the dismember, but then it just gets dismembered again. I think we want to deal with the Nissa as soon as possible. And then we're just dealing with plants. I mean, townshiped plants, but plants nonetheless. Electrolyze would be sweet here. I could also wait, hope I draw land, kill the Nissa with township, but then he's getting more plants and it's pretty good with township. So I think I want to stop the plant production while I can. Now it takes an entire turn basically to beef up the plants. Unfortunately, there is another Nissa. A land would be great though. Or clique. Clique is gonna do a lot of work. Alright, so I can just get rid of this lingering souls. I mean, another Nissa is unfortunately also an issue. But the lingering souls is a bigger problem. We can just win in the air fairly quickly. Alright, not even using the township. Interesting. Okay, well, just go for the kill. Okay. That's unfortunate. That allows Nissa and Township to be activated. 6, yeah, this is probably going to be lethal now. Six plus 1020. It appears it'll be even with path. So even without the green source, it would have been exactly lethal. I suppose we could have attacked the Nissa or pathed the plant earlier. Alright, we have some good sideboard cards for this matchup. Path is not what we want. Pathing a token feels bad. So we want ways to counter Nissas, sweep up tokens, that sort of thing. Spot removal is not so good. Probably prefer like the Wall of Omens over bolts, since they effectively do the same task but draw a card if they're blocking plants or whatever. Alright, looks like a good hand. I kind of like leading on Serum Visions, because if we hit a land, we'll be able to keep up all our counter magic. Question is, do we want another land? I don't think so. We want gas, since we immediately hit a sack land. And we have Electrolyze, which is going to be great. Lingering Souls. I'm just gonna let that happen. And I think I'll just helix this bird. Get out our Colonnade. Unlikely to electrolyze this immediately. Township might suggest mana issues. Okay. We definitely want to remand this flashback. Just helix that again. Pretty stacked hand at this point. end of turn, I'd probably just electrolyze this. Obviously, remand this. Possibly mana leak, like spectral procession. Okay. Make sure we remand it. Is it charms? Not bad. If I want to leave up Mana Leak, I have to take a lot of damage. 4 damage if I want to leave up Mana Leak. Might still be worth it. I also get to keep up Is It Charm. Or I could just hardcast this probe and electrolyze 2 of these. Actually, let's start by doing this, because chances are I am anyways, and then see if I draw a land. An untapped source. Okay, well that also makes me want to leave up Mana Leak more. I could also draw an untapped source here as well. Okay. Well, countering procession is very important. And we did draw Lighthouse, which is amazing. Okay. Fortunately, not the greatest of draws. So a untapped white source. An untapped white source means spectral possession slips through. But we can draw for our important cards. We can dig fairly deep with Is It Charm if that happens. And we'll just keep the charm. I better actually just minus here. Focus on killing all the creatures. And we can loot and negate and colonnade. Although there's Path to Exile, so we probably won't be colonnading anytime soon. We'll just get value from this Nahiri and try and keep anything amazing from resolving. Okay. Well, Is It Charm is the complete blowout now. Might as well loot first. I might want to negate anyway, still, even though it's more hilarious to counter it with Is It Charm. Yeah, I want the Is It Charm for killing these creatures. Okay. Trying lots of lands. Fortunately, we have a whole bunch of loots. And we'll just leave up Is It Charm. Go ahead and kill the birds. Then we'll loot. Okay, souls. So we're gonna need some sort of wrath or Staticaster or anger the gods. Oops, that was unfortunate. Well, I guess I start with the wall. Then we'll flash in Resto Angel. That's unfortunate, I missed a loot there by clicking through my end step. Opponent still has Path and also this Windburst Kites. This Windburst Kites might be a huge issue. Okay. Leaving my Nahiri alive. Interesting. I'm not sure what that means. Maybe like choke or something? I think I'll just loot though. Maybe this Windburst Kites doesn't have anything under it. Maybe it whiffed, potentially. So Ghost Quarter gets the Windburst Kites. Still nothing useful. I think now I'll play Resto Angel. Alright. So Anger would be good. Verdict would be good. Snapcaster. Not exactly gonna save us. I think I need to cycle this. Try and find it that Anger or Supreme. No. Maybe Is It Charm is my best bet at this point. If I get a Hallowed Fountain, Is It Charm into Anger the Gods or Wrath? Okay. Well, I could still Helix, which doesn't save me. I think I'm just dead. It's unfortunate. All the looting did not save us. So Helix that. Those go up to 9 worth of power and then 12 worth of power. So yeah, we're just dead. That's too bad. Needed something more than we had.